What's going on? We're here, 7th Column Radio, Episode 8, after a quick hiatus. I'm TK, Resident Titan.
I would be Fate's Power, the Resident Hunter.
Welcome back, everyone. It's been a time. I'm freezing my ass off where I am now. I'm from originally South Texas, and I'm used to, like right now, for example, down there is a nice 86 degrees. Where I am now, we were frozen this morning. So, I'm freezing. Fates, I'm pretty sure you can relate.
Absolutely. It's colder than cold here recently. It's awful. It gets cold here, but normally it's not this cold until, like, late January, late December, early January, you know?
That's what I heard. Like, my wife's originally from where we're at now, and she was even saying that it's normally not this cold until later. So this morning when we're putting in a mailbox and everything, I'm like shivering, and she's like, "Are you okay?" It's like, I know you're from here, but you need to calm down. But getting back into the swing of things, it's slow going. Fate's got to see my setup earlier, and it
is top tier.
It looks like cables kind of exploded, and somehow y'all get to see something. It's kind of great. But we're a Destiny podcast. Let's talk some Destiny. Festival of the Lost has been going on. That's drawing to a close this week. What are your thoughts on it, Fates?
I really didn't get too involved in Festival of the Lost. I didn't even really bother for the AR. Although it is a good role. If ARs are your thing, I think you should pick it up. I don't know. I didn't really get involved with it. I was mainly played some Banner. I tried to get my my comp ranking back a bit.
Little recuff.
Yeah. I really didn't get too much into it. I mean, like, I like the concept. It's a fun little PvE kind of thing, I guess, if you don't have anything else to do.
I like the fact that they made it so easy for PvP players to actually nail the AR. You throw on a mask, you play some quick play, you play whatever, and you're gonna come out with enough stuff to get it. Like, each match whether you play, whether you win or lose, you're getting 4 chocolate coins. Every time you get a kill in Crucible, that's 4 candy, guaranteed. Unlike in PvE, where it's a chance. So, a week's worth of Crucible, and you're going to be able to get the AR. As far as the auto goes, the static roll that's for sale is the odd roll. You can try and roll some of the other ones if you want. The perks on them were negligible. I really didn't care for those. The multi-kill clip is where it was at. It's a good archetype, though. I'm starting to see it a lot in the Crucible. I'm seeing the Braytech Werewolf rear its head. So you played some comp. What rank you at?
We are Mythic 2, almost Mythic 3 again.
Again?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I had a long drop from Mythic 3 all the way down to Mythic 1.
Ow.
Yeah, I still believe matchmaking is broken. But I do, because, like, alright, so, for example, I can tell you, I stat checked these people. We went from a team that was 5,500, which is legend, a 3-stack of 5,500, to guys who were, the highest ranked one was Fable 2. Keeping in mind, me and Canadian Chad were both above Mythic.
Damn. That sucks.
Stats. So even if we're like, well, Fates, it doesn't work off of the comp ranking anymore like that. The highest guy on that team, his like lifetime competitive KD or efficiency, I forget exactly which one, was like a .79 for the lower team. Dudes on the higher end were ranking above 2.
Oof.
There's no
That
I
sucks.
still say it's broken, and I hope Bungie fixes it, or maybe it just doesn't have enough information yet. I don't know, but I think it's broken.
I feel like the information is there. It's just not processing it properly. But
Yeah, I mean, I think we had this conversation last week. Or
Yeah.
I talked about it on my stream. I feel like it's the way it groups people.
it's by
It's not-
it's grouping them in funky numbers.
Yeah, it's not. It's more lumping closer KDs, or not even closer KDs, but like I guess I would say it feels like the difference between according to the matchmaking, the difference between like a 2, a 2 efficiency overall, and a 1.5 isn't all that different according to the matchmaking.
I
When
feel
in reality, there's a difference.
Yeah. I feel like it might be that it's lumping KD instead of match wins and losses. Because I know, like with me, I play some comp. I've gotten my Fabled. The Not Forgotten is kind of just for the bragging rights of it, and I really don't care. I probably will go for it at some point, but I'm not really making a hard push now. But I would probably be in the Mythic rank if I kept on trying to push. But the thing is, like, my KD looks like crap because I played a ass ton of momentum control where you get one popped and it's a death. So it hurts your KD overall, but it doesn't hurt your playing. Unless, it gives me... unless it actually starts reading KD right, and it just says, you know what, your KD's bad, so let me throw these easy guys at you in comp, and then we just steamroll.
I mean, it's not even just comp that I feel is affected by it either. Like, Iron Banner, I feel like I've seen more games this season that have gone, like, more games that have gone either mercy, like, straight up, like, mercied, or... I don't know. I'm either getting mercied or whatever you want to call it.
You're either getting mercied or giving the mercy.
Yeah.
There's no in between. There can only be one.
Yeah. I think there's only ever been a couple. I've only ever played a couple matches where it's been kind of a little bit sweaty, to the end kind of thing.
Yeah. I can see that. I can agree to that. Iron Banner came and went. We weren't able to do an episode again because I was moving, but what'd you think of it? Did anything stand out?
I mean, I will say I've noticed I'm sure I feel like we talked about it already, but I'm just dumb and wasn't paying attention. Or forgot. But Iron Banner armor drops significantly higher as far as...
Stats. It does. And that is intentional. They did say that they did want to make it where Iron Banner armor was a good source of stat rolls, which leads into the thing, like, people are complaining, like, you're telling me that if I want good stats, I have to wear Iron Banner armor. Oh, yeah, I can put ornaments on it. Make it where I can have some of the other armor sets as ornaments. Like, when I collect a full set, make it where it's an ornament that I can fully transmog armor. Like, I can understand that. I would personally prefer it that they made it where Iron Banner still gives the high stat rolls, but as my light level increases through the artifact, armor has a tendency to drop at a higher stat roll. I think the highest I've gotten so far, I got a piece of armor that dropped at 62 stats without any kind of mod on it. So I throw a discipline mod or whatever mod I want on it, and it jumps up to 72. So...
Yeah, I'm specifically looking to redo my stat setup on my armor, so I was playing a little banner, see if I couldn't get something, a couple decent pieces to.
There's some cool.
What I have.
There's some cool stuff you can do out there. We'll get into that at the end when we talk our synergistic builds. But before we get going any further, let's get our clip of the week out. These guys hit some amazing stuff these past 2 weeks that we were gone. They submitted it to our Discord. If you all want y'all's clip submitted, join the Discord, join in the conversation, give us your ideas of what y'all want to hear about, send your clips in, and they might win. Alrighty, here we go. Here's our first clip. And there you have it. Clip of the week. Man, that was one of my favorites. Like, they are knocking it out of the park lately, guys. Y'all rock.
It was good. I dig it.
Dig it. So, going on. The Iron Banner weapons and rolls, they're awesome. Things got some nerfs, and it makes a lot of people happy, I'm sure. Fates, how are you doing?
I can't wait till next season.
Next season, exactly.
Yes.
Until then, there might still be some tears.
One of them made me a little bit happy. The other one, I really could care less about. But
I wonder which one was that, Fates.
Let's get into it.
Let's start with the one you probably didn't care for. Recluse is taking a nerf. What they're doing to it, basically, right now when you get a kill, it procs Master of Arms. Master of Arms makes it where basically the entire enemy is a crit spot, and even body shots are doing precision damage. What they're changing it to is there is going to be a damage increase from Master of Arms, but it's not treating the body shots as crit shots. Basically, think Rampage 1 level damage increase. So it's still going to be worth using, but you're going to be able to do more damage over time using other weapons that have Rampage to get Rampage 2 and 3, or even Kill Clip, or Multi-Kill Clip. So that's nice. It's still going to proc off of any kill, whether it's ability, weapons, whatever. I know you said you didn't care for this one, but
I frequent Reddit a lot. I see it in Twitter, a lot of other places where Destiny players like to share their opinion, and the major complaint is always, Recluse is everywhere. It's awful. It pushed my mother down the steps.
I missed that one.
The Recluse kicked my dog. But no, people don't like the Recluse is so prominent, and I don't know. I play a lot of comp, so I mean, yes, there are people who use Recluse, specifically Titans with their OEMs, but we'll touch on that later.
Ooh.
But I don't see a lot of it. Like, I see it occasionally. I rarely see it in comp. I don't know if it's different on different platforms, but on PS4, don't see a lot of Recluse.
I don't either, and the reason why I feel that is in comp, it's all about downing your opponents faster than they can down you. So you want the one-shot kills. You want your sniper. You want your fusion. You want your shotgun. You very rarely see primary gameplay. The guys that run Recluse don't use it as a primary. They use it as, okay, I got my one kill with the sniper rifle. Oh, I'm getting rushed. Zap, dude dead.
Yeah, so I don't know. Not just that, but like, all right, so you're playing comp. It's 3v3. If you do manage to kill a dude,
the chances of going on a spree with Recluse is really slow.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're really just, I mean, like, proccing Master of Arms there, does it really matter? I don't feel like it does. And if I know someone's running Recluse in a comp match, I'm going to push away from them out of their SMG range.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
And you play with Legendary, and he's really good at making out his call-outs, so that the guy's going to have a proc Recluse after he dies. Like, yeah. I mean, y'all warn each other, and, I mean, that's the way it should be in comp, but very rarely do you get a team that's as cohesive as that. That just comes with y'all two playing together constantly. Yeah. And I'm over here in the freelance playlist. Somebody pick me up.
Not just that, but, like, I don't want to get off topic, but we'll DM each other and be like, how can we get better? What can we do to make, win, some more games potentially?
Yeah.
And I think people find communication is a little under. I think communication between teammates is a little underrated.
That's how you win.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't see a lot in comp. I think where it really shines is places like, and it was very prevalent at in Iron Banner, where there are 6 people. It's a lot easier to chain.
Sixes makes it a lot easier to go on a sprees with it. You'll see the guys running the mountaintop with the Recluse, because again, one shot kill. Mountaintop, you're going to be in close range. Rinse and repeat. Mountaintop, I'm surprised isn't a part of this nerf. I was expecting them to take something like they make it where it arcs more or whatever, because as it is, I pick up ammo with that and I got a rocket launcher. Like, thing goes straight. There's no arc.
I do see. I don't know. Maybe it's simply because like you said, I do see people with Recluse mountaintop, but I don't see as much mountaintop as I do Recluse.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a usage thing, and they just don't see. There aren't the numbers to back up, a nerf. In reality, back in D1 when the meta was hand cannons during House of Wolves, they nerfed the Thorn because everyone was complaining that everyone else was using it. So I think Bungie is a little bit reactive, I guess, when it comes to things like that.
They're not very proactive on their stuff. They wait till they come out and then, okay, this isn't what we wanted. Honestly, here's my thought on it. This is pure speculation, so grab your spinfoil hat. I think that when they announced that the Recluse was going to be the pinnacle weapon, the outcry of like, oh no, an SMG as a pinnacle, this is going to suck. They were like, you know what, let's crank this thing to 11 to show them that it's not. And then they realized, oh shit, we messed up.
We were a little bit too spiteful.
Pretty much. I'm wondering, like, I can see them doing that. That seems like a Bungie thing. Totally off topic, and my ADD is bothering me. Has that Iron Maiden poster always been there?
Hang on, I gotta...
The Iron Maiden trooper?
Yes. That one has been there. I actually have a couple. I have a Killer's one. A bit closer to the door.
Never mind. Whoops.
And I've got an actual poster of the trooper, like, right here.
I was listening to Maiden earlier when I was trying to play, so I understand. The one, though, everybody's been really hoping for, the one that Face is collecting them tight in tears, and I'm laughing at them because I saw Twitter after this was announced, and you can tell the guys that use this thing as a crutch. One-Eyed Mask is losing its overshield. So, if whoever is coming back to the game and hasn't seen it since Forsaken, One-Eyed Mask, you get a kill, triggers health regen, triggers an overshield as it goes up. If you take any damage during that time, it'll stop, and the person that shot you will be marked through the wall. So, now they're taking the overshield. Now it works kind of like Wormhouse Crown, except instead of dodging, it's a kill. And I still get to see people through the wall with the little X. Fates, how happy are you?
I'm pretty happy there, Tipper. I hate One-Eyed Mask. I absolutely hate it. It made me rage to no end. I can't stand Titans who run that in shotguns.
I will admit, I ran it because I got lucky. The one that I got to drop before Xur sold it had enhanced hand cannon targeting on it, and I used it with my last word. So that's why I was like, that's a really good perk, and it's hard to give up.
I'm good. I'm good with exotics being exotic and feeling exotic and feeling special, but I think there's a line, and I think that exotic crosses it, especially when people were like, oh, Wormhusk is so awful in its current state, it needs to go away. And then it was like, well, this OEM, it's fine, Titans are going to support this.
I actually looked at a timeline because I figured you were going to bring that up. The time that Wormhusk was running and viable before its unnerfed state is about the same time that the One-Eyed Mask has. It was a full season, several seasons. It was the same amount of time. So it just seems like it wasn't as long because it's been longer. But the timeline is the same. Like,
no, I'm not saying the time was different. I'm just, it's ironic because people.
I will have this complaint though.
Who are not hunters.
I will have this complaint though. The fact that the Titans, is proccing off of kill over the dodge. I feel like it needs to. I mean, I guess the fact that I get the wall hack is the benefit of me having to get the kill. So it's like, okay, yes, I have to get the kill to get the health regen, but to compensate for that, I get to see the person through the wall. I can understand that. That's probably what they were thinking of when they did it. It's just with like Wormhusk, not even talking about season artifact, just the fact that how fast you can get a cooldown on your dodge as a hunter, it's ridiculous. Like, y'all can have a dodge regardless of exotic. 30 seconds?
Wormhusk was introduced with Warmind, right?
Yes.
That's when I started running it. Although I quickly switched back to my wonderful Dragon Shadow because, I like it infinitely, and we'll get to that later.
I like how we get ahead of ourselves. We're like, we get hyped up to talk about the end stuff, and then we're like, hold on, we gotta stop.
Gotta contain it. You gotta contain it. It's more. I feel like at the time though, so like you bring up people, the ability to get your dodge back is so quick. I don't know a lot of hunters that were running full, like, what the heck's the mod called?
Dynamo. Paragon?
Is that what it is? The Paragon, yeah. I didn't know, so I generally, even before Shadowkeep dropped, I usually ran like 1 or 2 Paragon mods. But, like, I don't know anybody who ran more than that. You know what I mean?
They usually ran Dynamo for the full super until they made it where you had to be close to the enemy in order for super to proc.
I almost went. I'm pretty sure the perks on my armor before Shadowkeep, I think I was rocking. What is it? God, I can't even remember now. I think I had a Paragon mod on my cape and on my legs, and then that was it. And then the others were like
cape or cloak. You're gonna be getting the hunter horde after you because you said the wrong thing.
I like my capes, long flowing capes. But anyway, I don't know. I like. I've never. I even when like I feel like I'm going off memory here. I don't remember like. There were hunters running Wormhusk, obviously, like enough that it became an issue. But like I never ran into it to the point where it was annoying.
Mm-hmm.
I know, like, oh yeah, it was like instantaneous health, right?
Yeah.
But even then, one shotgun shot to the face, not even the face, just one shotgun shot, I'm dead. Now, the amount of Titans that I have procced their OEMs. They have the overshield, slide up with my Dust Rock, practically giving them a prostate exam with this thing. And I can't one-hit them.
I'm just gonna put like this. I'm just gonna like put this tag on your name in the Discord. Fade Spyro, PhD.
Like, I even have like I had an Imperial Decree that I liked. I think it had like Swashbuckler and stuff. Even with like Swashbuckler proc, I wasn't killing people, and it was just.
Oof. Did they have Swashbuckler back to? Well, yeah.
It was before Shadowkeep launched. Even then, so
my thing was like
it's just so frustrating to have that even extra amount, and like playing in comp. I mean, unless it was the 6v6. I think this season kind of made its flaws a little bit more apparent too. I mean, like, it had a problem, and I think everyone knew it had a problem before this. But now, 3v3, if you kill one person, there's that overshield. I can't push you with a shotgun. I can't push you with a fusion rifle.
Three's definitely made it more noticeable. I can give you that. Honestly, there was very few times where I was actually able to put, with how they changed it now, that it's like standing in a rift. Your health bar comes up, and then the overshield comes up. It's not at the same time. I very, very rarely ran into times when I had the full thing. Since Shadow Keep launched, I haven't thrown the damn mask on because the stats on it were horrible. Like, they did that on purpose, making the stats of the static rolls lower, so that way it incentivizes you to use your random roll or build your own set, basically.
Good luck. Good luck getting a random roll that you want on an exotic. Oof.
Yeah, that was rough. Topic. I got lucky with the enhanced hand cannon targeting.
I'm still rocking a static dragon shadow because I can't get another one to drop, and they haven't fixed there yet.
Yeah. Either way, with what they have. It's with the 2.0. I haven't run exotics. If I do, Dune Marchers, which, by the way, people complain that the linear actuators does not work in PvE. It does. There is just a delay. So if you punch something and you don't see the lightning go off, it is because there is a delay on it. But then you'll see it go off and just Thrall die everywhere, which was fantastic. I was able to get a Arc Logic auto from Eris, the little lectern thing.
Yeah.
It's got a 40 round clip to start. I got Overflow in the first perk, so you pick up green or purple ammo, and your mag size doubles to 80. And then I got Triple Tap on the stupid thing, too. I ran through an entire strike without reloading. Between my melee, my super, and that freaking auto, I did not reload the entire time. It was fantastic.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah. I was really happy with it. Still am. But got that. But I mean, that just proves that there's perk combinations and stuff that have synergy. They're just really good together. And that was one of the cries that, like, when the One-Eyed Mask nerf got announced and everything on through the TWAB, I went to Twitter just to see what was going to happen. And you see these Titans that this was their crutch. Like, this was the thing that made them good. And they are worried that they're not going to be good anymore because you can tell by the reaction. If a good player, the exotic is a bonus. It's not a necessity. You don't get mad if your exotic doesn't work the way that it used to anymore. If a tiny change on it is like, okay, I have to adapt. No big deal.
Yeah, you find something.
Yeah, there's other things out there. And good players honestly would realize that's going to get nerfed. I'm not going to touch it because I don't want to get used to that. So that's what happened with me with the Shadow Keep. I was like, a perfect time to not use the One-Eye Mask and get used to actually having to kind of pick my engagements a little more. Not that I used it for the... I honestly didn't use it for the overshield and the health. That was a bonus for me. It was just I wanted to enhance hand cannon targeting. But synergy builds was one of the things that they complained about, that there is no synergistic Titan builds out there. And there's several. Like, there's really good ones. MK44 stand-asides with the middle tree. The one that I want to talk about is actually the middle tree striker with the insurmountable skull fort. So, set this up.
Quite a few people running skull fort.
Skull fort is just really nice because with your melee, if you get a kill, you get your melee back. So a lot of people pair it with top tree Titan. Get that shoulder charge, get your one kill. Oh, I can just keep throwing shoulders. No big deal. It's nice. PvE-wise, it doesn't really work. This is mainly a PvE setup. PvP will still work, but PvP is where it really shines. You run Middle Tree Titan, Insurmountable Skull Fort. You get your Ballistic Slam. When you get a kill, you get your Ballistic Slam back. The Ballistic Slam is a good AoE, does a lot of damage, probably will get a kill, and it throws you into third person so you can actually see around you so you can aim your next Ballistic Slam already. Impact conversion for every enemy hit, not even kill, hit by Ballistic Slam, which, again, we talked about that AoE. It's decently sized. You're getting super energy for it. Use that in Gambit, you're almost guaranteed to have the first super of the match. By the time you have an enemy invading, you're probably going to have a super to missile yourself at him. It's nice. Throw in some hands-on mods to make it where the super comes back even faster from melee kills. You're on your way to go. Like, it's great. Fates. Hunters, do they got something in their repertoire?
So, we're talking pure PvP, and I've mentioned it probably every episode of this podcast.
Oh, I think I know which exotic it is.
Dragon Shadow. For the love of God, people, run Dragon Shadow if you are a hunter. It is stupidly, ridiculous how good it is and how it synergizes with things. So there are probably a lot of middle tree, Void Walker.
Arcstrider.
Probably about
No, Spectral.
no. I have been running Spectral, and
What have you done with the real Fate Spyro?
I first off, 100%. If you like middle tree or even just the Arcstrider, definitely run middle tree. It's great. The blocking is a little bit broken, I think, because it can take. I can bat back Nova bombs at people, so which is really fun.
You're that guy.
Yeah, it's really hilarious. But no, I've been running Spectral Blades, and let me tell you why. So Dragon Shadow has has several perks built in to one. So with the Dragon Shadow, you get dodge, reloads guns, buff speed, and handling. Now, we all know as hunters, we already have a dodge that does this, and you could be like, but Fates, we already have that. I could just use that dodge. That's fine. No. So, with the fact that it does that, you can run your bottom dodge, which will give you back a melee charge if you dodge near an enemy, if they're in close enough proximity. So, if you are near someone, you dodge, you get your melee back. And as a Spectral Blade Hunter, what is our melee? A smoke grenade. So, you can perk out or have the stats on your armor to be spec'd for discipline, which will give you your normal nade. You can run Dragon Shadow and use your dodge to get your melee back. And on top of that, when you dodge, Wraith Metal Mail, which is the name of the exotic perk, buffs your speed and handling. So, with the buff speed, I think last season, before Shadowkeep, if you were running like a 6, or what was the equivalent of a 6 or a 4 mobility, you instantly, while that perk was procced, went to max mobility. Handling is great, especially if you're trying to, like, say you don't have a Mindbender's ambition, which can come with quick draw. If you have like an Imperial Decree, which can't roll quick draw, you can use this dexterity mods, and you can have what is essentially the equivalent of quick draw for your Imperial Decree as long as that perk is procced. You have 3 things that just synergize so well with everything. Like, it
really helps the neutral game.
It complements everything a hunter should, or not should, but everything a hunter is good at. So mobility, obviously very big for hunters. Handling speed on things is just, that's great. And then the fact that I can use both of my dodges abilities wrapped into one. I mean, other than Stompies, it's probably, in my opinion, the best PvP hunter exotic that you can get. I know some people will say, "What about the vest? You know, I get longer super." No, 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 no. You're only going to spend so much time in your super. This works all game, every round.
That's what I liked when I was looking up synergy stuff and whatnot. I was wanting something that doesn't buff the super, because super, you're only going to have it 1 or 2 times a match. PvE, you're only going to have it so often. Sadly, PvP wise, I couldn't find a lot of stuff that for the other subclasses that were going to really help. I will say for Warlock, there's 2, and I have 1 for Hunter. Surprise, surprise. Hunter, Middle Tree, Solar Hunter, so you got them throwing knives. The Ophidius Spaith. Fun fact, Xur is selling that this week, so if y'all want to try it out, grab the thing, give it a shot. This episode should be going live Sunday, so y'all should have a chance to get it. I'm going to try my hardest. But run Ophidius Spaith with the Prometheus lens. So, what we're working with, we have Burning Edge worked into the subclass, which means when targets are taking burn damage, your dodge cools down faster. The game treats Prometheus lens as burn, and the throwing knives as a burn damage, so dodge is going to be cooling down faster from there. Ophidius Spaith gives you 2 throwing knife charges, so you throw 1 throwing knife into a group of enemies, get a few burning, throw them into another, get a few burning. You'll have your dodge, of course, Prometheus lens if you don't. Then when you dodge, you have the bottom dodge, so that way you get your melee back. And it doesn't just give you 1 back, it gives you both throwing knife charges back. And then you can hit them with there. There's also perks built in that as the knife is burning, it will also cool down the throwing knife faster. So you're going to have just a million knives. Like, you're going to be able to melee everything. Dodge back quicker, throw on some dynamo mods to make it where you get your super back quicker as well. And you're off to the races. Throwing knives all the way. Again, big PvE one. It works really well in Gambit. I tried it. I don't play Hunter in PvP. I play even a little less Warlock in PvP. I will say that I am now, with the move and everything, I have more time opened up, so I'm playing the other classes more. I'm not freaking jump failing on my Hunter when I try and cross the map. Which, progress. What you got, Fates? You got another one?
So, I'm going to give one class-specific ones for us Hunters. Or not class-specific, season-specific. The Arc Battery from the Season Artifact.
Oh boy, I know where he's going with this thing.
You can pair that with your Wormhusk Crown.
And survive everything like a roach in the nuclear apocalypse.
Yeah. It is essentially a Hunter OEM.
I call it a don't kill me button.
It is essentially a Hunter OEM, and it's disgusting. However, I've tested it a little bit. I know, hate me. Awful.
Here comes the hate mail.
But it does not always work.
Really?
No. So occasionally I have noticed that when I dodge, I will get the overshield, but I will not get the health from the Wormhusk. Not until after the overshield is gone.
Weird.
There are some times where I will get it, but there are some times where it doesn't work. I don't know if it's just a timing thing or like a server side thing or my internet or what, but I've noticed it doesn't always work.
Interesting.
The overshield doesn't last crazy long. It's like really quick, honestly, but if you're in a tight pinch, That little bit of extra protection is always, always good. Um, as far as warlocks go, I have not touched my warlock really in PvP.
I got 2 for Warlock. Top Tree Void lock with Nezarec Sin. With Nezarec Sin, Void kills, whether they're weapon kills or ability kills, increases ability cooldown for 5 seconds. Top Tree also lets you overcharge your grenade for more damage, giving it better kill potential. You also have Bloom on that tree, so grenade kills avoid explosions. You also have a melee that can cause the grenade to be cooled down instantly. All that bundled together basically means that no matter what you do, you are almost guaranteed to have your grenade charged for that next engagement. PvP wise, that actually could do very well. Some people like the bottom tree for the Devour. When I play Warlock in Crucible, I do play Devour. Give me that little bit of health. There's also the Warlock middle tree arc using the Geomag stabilizers, I believe. That's the one that lets you cool down quicker as you run around. And Bad Juju. Between that, Bad Juju, able to stop the beam whenever you want. You're going to have your super at every engagement. Just don't burn it. Be sure to turn it off like you turn off the lights when you leave the house, and you'll be fine.
So I got one as just a recommended Warlock exotic, and that is because my wonderful comp partner runs it. But he runs the Ophidian aspects.
Puts quick draw on every gun.
Yeah, he runs Ophidian aspects with his obviously with his well, not obviously, but with his tickle fingers. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, but one of their melees chains.
Not the melee, the grenade. Arc web.
I thought I'm like 10. I'm like a Destiny behind, I think.
Yeah, Arc Web. They actually changed it where Arc Web can actually bounce back to somebody that it's already hit, so you can have the potential to wipe a whole team with one grenade.
I mean, he does use. He loves his grenade, but he uses them. Obviously, he's very good, and I think just to kind of give people, if you don't have them, or you're thinking about playing your Warlock in PvP, its intrinsic perk is Cobra Totemic? I don't know.
Cobra Totemic? Yeah.
Yeah. Weapons ready and reloads very quickly. Melee range is extended.
Oh, so the extended melee is nice too.
Yeah. So I mean, like it's a good exotic to build around. It's not something that is primarily based around your super. I also know I know a lot of people use them for mobility, and I think it's still fairly popular as far as PvP goes, but transverse steps on a Warlock is also fairly decent.
All about getting to the lane before somebody else does. They have good stuff out there. It's just people. They say that there's not synergy builds, and there are. The difference is, and why you don't hear a lot of people talking about them, I feel, is that these synergy builds aren't based around a super. And a lot of people don't play that neutral game. You and I know we like to. I want to be able to have the same potential the entire time instead of the burst potential of being able to use my super and use it amazingly.
So your super may get you 3 kills, or you may get sniped out of it. There's no guarantee that exotic is going to make you,
it's not going to make or break the match.
Yeah,
your neutral game will
because of that super, but you could lose the match anyway.
Yeah.
Where I'm getting that consistent performance, and by the way, my Wrath Metal works during my super, so if I dodge, I also get. I mean, I'm already buffed, but technically it still works. So I can even reload while I'm in super.
So you come out of the super already loaded. That's actually really awesome.
It reloads everything. not just the weapon I am carrying or wielding. Anything that is stowed that I have ammo for is reloaded.
Nice. That's going to be it for our synergy builds. You got any others, Fates?
Not
there. All right. Well, we're going to sign off here. Be sure to join the Discord. The link is down below. We want to hear from y'all. If y'all have some synergy builds, sound off in the Discord. We want to hear from y'all. The Discord also has a channel to submit your clips. Be sure to submit them. We love seeing them. Y'all might have them submitted, added into next week's episode. Now that I've moved, we're going to attempt to be a little more consistent. I think we're trying to aim at having an episode out every Sunday is what I think it's looking like. Am I right, Fates?
Yeah, definitely.
Sunday will be episode
after the TWAB to film.
Yeah.
Definitely be a little bit more consistent.
Hell yeah.
Another thing to add, since he shouted out the Discord, the Twitter. Definitely get on there. Let us know.
Hell yeah. We have the Twitter.
And everywhere.
If you want to catch us individually, you can catch me at twitch.tv/Tippercat and on YouTube. I'm Tippercat everywhere pretty much. Fates, where everybody gonna find you at?
Twitch.tv/Fates_Pyro. Pretty much Fates_Pyro everywhere. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Anywhere. Smoke signals.
There we go. That's going to be it for us here at 7th Column Radio. Thank y'all for hanging out, and we'll see y'all next time.